This is the plant everyone says is impossible to kill. And yet, somehow, it still dies. Leaves turning soft, yellowing, falling from the base. And the worst part? You think you're taking care of it. You water it. You check on it. You try to do everything right. But slowly, silently, it starts dying. If that's happening with your snake plant right now, then don't worry, you're not alone. Because most people don't kill their snake plant in one big mistake. They don't realize the small ones. They kill it in small, innocent, daily habits. And today, we're going to fix that. Hi, today I am going to talk about the real truth behind snake plant care. Not the easy plant myth, but what actually keeps it alive and thriving. Let's start with the biggest killer, overwatering. But here's the twist. It's not always about watering too often. It's about watering when the plant doesn't need it. Most people check the topsoil. It feels dry, and they water. But inside, the soil is still wet. And snake plant roots hate that. They don't like sitting in moisture for long. They slowly start rotting, silently. You won't notice anything at first, until one day, the leaves feel soft or suddenly collapse from the base. And that's when panic begins. If your snake plant has ever turned mushy from the bottom, this is exactly where it started. Don't trust the top layer. Push your finger deep or use a stick. If even slightly moist, wait. And honestly, wait a few extra days. Snake plants prefer being slightly thirsty, not constantly cared for. Before we move to the next mistake, let me tell you something really important. Most snake plants don't suddenly die. They actually give small warning signs. We just don't notice them. Like, the leaves start feeling slightly soft, not fully mushy yet, or the plant just stops growing for months. Sometimes the leaves lose that healthy shine. They start looking a little dull, or the plant begins to lean slightly to one side. And one very common sign, the soil starts smelling a little off. Not very strong, but not fresh either. These are small signals, but they tell you something is already wrong inside. And if you catch it here, you can still save your plant easily. Now this is the silent killer. Even if you fix watering, bad soil will still destroy your plant. Heavy soil, garden soil, dense potting mix. It holds water, it traps moisture, and your plant just sits there, suffocating. If your plant isn't growing, even after perfect care, your soil might be the real problem. Your soil should feel light, airy, fast-draining. Here's a simple, perfect mix you can actually show in your video. 40% garden soil, 30% coco peat, 20% perlite or sand, 10% compost. Mix it well so it feels loose, not sticky. When you water it, water should pass through quickly, not sit. If water stays, your roots stay wet, and the problem begins again. And while we're talking about soil, another question that comes up a lot is, when should you repot your snake plant? Because honestly, repotting too early can also stress the plant. Snake plants actually like being a little root-bound. But there are a few signs you shouldn't ignore. If you see roots coming out from the bottom, or the plant looks too crowded in the pot, or the soil dries out too quickly, or sometimes stays wet for too long, and especially if your plant has completely stopped growing, that's when it's a good time to repot. Otherwise, don't rush it. Sometimes leaving the plant undisturbed is actually the best thing you can do. Have you ever noticed something strange? Some people completely ignore their snake plant. They don't follow any routine. They don't even check it daily. And still, their plant grows beautifully, while others do everything right and still struggle. It's not luck. It's conditions. Better light, better soil, less interference. Sometimes unknowingly, they're giving the plant exactly what it needs. And that's what we're trying to fix here. Next point that I am going to discuss is where most people get misled. Snake plants survive in low light. Yes, they survive. But surviving is not thriving. That's why your plant looks the same for months. No new leaves, no real growth. If your snake plant hasn't grown in months, this might be the reason. Place your plant near a bright window, where it gets indirect light. Morning sun is okay. Harsh afternoon sun is not. If you like keeping your plant indoors, don't keep it there permanently. Rotate it. Keep it outside or near bright light for a few days. Then bring it back inside. Or even better, keep 2 snake plants, one inside, one outside, and switch them every few days. This way your plant gets enough light without losing your indoor aesthetic. And one more thing that people often ignore. Season matters a lot, especially in our climate. In summer, your plant might need a little more frequent watering because the soil dries faster. But in winter, growth slows down, so watering should also reduce. And the most risky time? Monsoon, because the soil stays wet for longer and humidity is already high. That's when most people unknowingly overwater. And honestly, most snake plants don't die in summer. They die in monsoon. So just adjusting your watering with seasons can make a huge difference. This one is simple, but dangerous. A beautiful pot, no drainage hole. Water goes in, but it has nowhere to go, so it stays at the bottom, around the roots, slowly drowning them. Even if you water rarely, it still becomes a problem. Always use a drainage hole. If you love decorative pots, use them as covers. Keep your plant in a simple nursery pot inside. Also, the type of pot you use matters more than we think. If you tend to overwater, even a little, terracotta pots are actually your best friend. They absorb extra moisture and help the soil dry faster. Plastic pots are fine, but they hold moisture longer, so you have to be more careful. And ceramic pots, they're beautiful, but only safe if they have proper drainage. So if you're someone who loves watering plants often, choosing the right pot can actually save your snake plant, without you even realizing it. This one is hard to accept, but you're doing too much. Checking daily, watering just in case, moving it again and again. Snake plants hate disturbance. They grow best when you just leave them alone. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for your plant is nothing. If your snake plant is already showing damage, don't panic. You can still fix it. If any leaf feels mushy or rotten, it's better to cut it off, because once rot starts, it spreads. If needed, take the plant out and check the roots. Remove anything black or soft. Let the soil dry completely before watering again. And one important thing, don't try to save every single part of the plant. Focus on saving the healthy parts. Because sometimes, letting go of the damaged parts is what actually saves the whole plant. Set a simple routine. Light, well-draining soil, water only when fully dry. That's it. No overthinking. If your snake plant is struggling right now, don't feel bad. Almost every plant lover has made these mistakes. Even I have. Plants don't need perfection. They just need understanding. And once you understand them, everything changes. And if you want your snake plant to grow fuller and bushier, I've made a video on that. You can watch it next. And tell me in the comments, which mistake were you making? because trust me, we've all been there.